towards the future. And I want to say that this TVET program, had it not been for bad politics that came in after the March 18 handshake, we would be very far. The TVET program was being championed by President William Ruto as deputy president then. It was through his personal initiative, commitment, resolve, focus, and hard work that TVETs were established in 3/4 of our constituencies across the country. But when bad politics came in, and it was decided that it was fashionable then to clip the wings of Dr. William Ruto, deputy president then, one of the most stupid strategies that was hashed was to interfere with the growth of TVETs as a way of clipping his wings. In the process, they denied young people an opportunity to acquire skills that are necessary for their advancement and their growth and their future. Luckily, they did not succeed in stopping Dr. William Ruto. So luckily for TVETs and all young Kenyans who want to go through TVETs, the same Dr. William Ruto, who started this program and worked on it from the time he was Minister for Higher Education as Deputy President. The good news for TVET and for all those who want to go through these institutions and the country is that the same Dr. William Ruto, who had this vision that TVET is the real intervention in matters technology, in matters job creation, is today the President of the Republic of Kenya. What that means, in effect, is that the TVET institutions will get proper funding, they'll get proper attention from government, and the vision he had envisaged as Minister for Higher Education, as Deputy President, he'll be able to actualize that dream as President of the Republic of Kenya without any hindrance. Kwa hivyo watu ya TVET mbele iko sawa, from what I can see. I want to assure our principals, I've been informed and I'm aware, due to challenges facing our economy, there has been delay in the release of capitation for our TVET institutions. When I get to Nairobi later this evening, I'll be able to have an urgent meeting with Professor Dungu, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, so that we can agree on an immediate rollout of the release of monies from the capitation program so that these institutions can be able to proceed without too many difficulties. So our principals, tulikuwa na shida mingi. No, when I talked during the inauguration at Kasarani, sijui kama muliangalia nikiwa pale, nikasema we have inherited a dilapidated economy and the covers are empty. People thought I'm mischievous or I was just chiding the outgoing administration. I was just being truthful. Najua hii maneno ya kusema ukweli ni mambo ya maana sana. That is the truth. We are struggling. 2 months ago, we even had challenges to release our salaries on time because the president has decided, and rightly so, that it is stupid to borrow money to pay salaries because it is not sustainable. So we have to pay our salaries. We have to fund our recurrent budget from our own revenue. So what the government has done is to come up with a mechanism to make it very efficient on how to collect revenue, how to deal with tax evaders, and to make sure that Kenyans pay tax so that we can fund our recurrent expenditure. If we have to borrow any money for whatever reason, it must be for sustainable development projects. But for recurrent expenditure, salaries and other things like transport, it does not make economic sense to borrow money from other countries or locally. That is why we have had this challenge of release of money for capitation, because we have to collect this money from the people of Kenya. So we want to ask you to bear with us, but I'll seek an intervention later this evening with our CS so that our institutions are able to progress without too much difficulties. Kwa hivyo mimi nimeshukuru sana na watu ya Mkurueni, vile imesemekana hii shule iko hapa kwenu. Ni makosa kubwa ya kwamba tukiwa na wanafunzi 2,000